Tonight's primetime lineup on WESH 2 is sponsored by Orlando Health Heart and Vascular Institute, ranked best in Central Florida for heart care by U.S. News and World Report.
Right now, police are searching a home connected to the disappearance of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. It has been days since she vanished, and now her mom's boyfriend is in custody. What police found on his phone as they search for Maddie.
And Volusia County deputies say the case is closed in an unsolved mystery. What we're learning from deputies about what happened when a 16-year-old disappeared nearly 20 years ago.
And worry grows for the state-backed property insurer after Governor DeSantis said it can't pay its debts. Tonight, we sit down with an insurance expert breaking down the governor's claims.
Local, live, late-breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
And we continue to stay on top of the latest developments involving a missing 13-year-old girl and the man who has been named a prime suspect in her disappearance.
Today, we are seeing the arrest affidavit for Stefan Stearns. WESH 2's Luana Munoz is at the Orange County Jail tonight with the latest. Luana.
Yeah, we believe that at some point today, Stefan Stearns is going to be transferred from the jail here in Orange County to Osceola County, where Kissimmee police will handle parts of this investigation. Now, from what we understand, we had been referring to him as Madeline's mother's boyfriend, but in the arrest affidavit that we looked at today, he's now being referred to in some point stepfather. Now, here's what we've learned so far. In the arrest warrant from Kissimmee police, Soto gave police permission to search his phone. Osceola County deputies said that they found evidence that someone had attempted to delete evidence. And Stearns claimed that he had completed a factory reset of the phone the day that Madeline went missing. Now, officials say the phone had material depicting the sexual performance of a child. We do not know if Madeline is the child that they are referring to, but authorities confirm that the disturbing images and videos did take place in the family's Kissimmee home. Now, Kissimmee police said that they were searching or have a search related to Madeline's case. They're searching the home related to Madeline's case. This is located at the Venetian Bay Villages, just east of US 192 and west of John Young Parkway. Now, Stearns was scheduled to appear before a judge on those charges of sexual battery earlier today, but he denied that appearance. We do not know right now in terms of a search for Madeline and what Orange County is doing, Orange County deputies, but they are asking anyone with information to please contact them directly. Reporting live in Orange County tonight, I'm Luana Munoz. Back to you.
Here's another look at Madeline. She was last seen around 8:30 Monday morning near Hunters Park Lane and Town Loop Boulevard in Orlando. She was seen wearing black shorts, green sweatshirt, and white Crocs. She was reported missing after being dropped off a few blocks from school, but never attending. An arrest has been made after one man was killed and 6 other people were hurt following a mass shooting in Orlando's Rosemont neighborhood.
This happened last night near Iron Wedge Drive near South Lake Orlando Parkway. And late this afternoon, Orlando police announced that Wayne Anthony Grant Jr. has been arrested and charged in connection with the shooting. 21-year-old James Jerry Don William III was killed.
Heard a bunch of rapid gunfire outside. And we came outside to find out that one of the neighbors, or a couple of the neighbors, were running down the street and being shot at.
Even though the shooting happened at 11 o'clock last night, police say involved an incident that happened earlier in the day involving a person who was supposed to return a closure for a family in a nearly 20-year-old cold case. We told you last night the remains of Autumn McClure were found in Volusia County. Well, tonight we're learning more from investigators who think they know who is responsible for her death. Autumn was last seen in May of 2004. Initially, her boyfriend told detectives that he dropped her off at the Volusia Mall, but he later changed his story and said she was picked up by a man and a woman who she worked with at the time. Sheriff Mike Chitwood says that that man was Brian Donnelly, and he was in a relationship sexually with the other woman and Autumn. The sheriff says that the other woman eventually agreed to talk to detectives about the case if she was granted immunity, and then told them where she believes Donnelly killed and buried Autumn.
The sad part is he'll never face in this world for the evil that he perpetrated. But sure enough, I'm hoping to God when he took his last breath on May 26th of 2022 that maybe he had a vision of where the hell he was headed.
Now, they also spoke with family members who many say always believed that Donnelly was responsible, and they're happy they finally have closure.
Solving homicide cases and bringing families closure is top of mind for state leaders. Today, Attorney General Ashley Moody announced Florida's new cold case investigations unit.
Suji Nam from our sister station in West Palm Beach has a look at a new plan and resources to crack these cases. And if you have any information about a cold case, whether it's a recent case or decades old, officials encourage you to come forward with any information by calling a new number with Crime Stoppers at **TIPS.
A grand jury is recommending the Osceola County Sheriff's Office make some policy changes after a shooting in a Target parking lot left one person dead and others injured in 2022. Those changes include changes to their vehicle block procedure, making the use of body cameras more consistent as there was not any body camera video in this case, and changes to the policies regarding deputies putting themselves in harm's way and then firing into vehicles. The incident happened in 2022 when a group was accused of stealing Pokemon cards and pizza from a Target. Deputies opened fire as the suspects were trying to get away. The deputies involved were not charged. There is still a lawsuit against the sheriff's office. Some showers are keeping our temperatures a little bit down today.
Yeah, let's get over to Tony Manalfi now, who's joining us. So, Tony, are things going to stay like this?
Overnight tonight, yes, and I think tomorrow we'll get back into that warm sector. We'll get out of this raw weather event that we're in late this afternoon and evening, especially here on into Volusia, now northern Brevard County. There's Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, Oak Hill, even a band of rain as far west as DeLand, moving into Forest Hills into northeastern Lake County. There's Port Orange, Daytona Beach. Again, rain picking up here off of the Atlantic, and more the same. Oak Hill picking up a little bit of yellow and orange in there. That's a moderate to heavier bands of rain. This is now coming ashore in the Brevard County with eyes on Scottsmore, Titusville, and Port St. John within about the next hour. Metro areas for now are quiet. We'll watch the rain along the coast to see if it can hold together and move inland. Temperatures in the metro areas mid-upper 60s, holding now in the low 60s up to the north. When we take a look at futurecast here, the models are not doing a very good job with the amount of rain and how far inland it is. We'll keep the chance for some spotty showers in as we head through 11 o'clock. The out-the-door temperatures, though, tomorrow, upper 50s and low 60s. More in this unsettled weather pattern coming up at 7:18. See you then.
Tony, thank you. Tonight, concerns about Florida's state-backed property insurer, Citizens Property Insurance. Governor Ron DeSantis says the insurer is not solvent. He went on CNBC this week touting the fact that several other insurance companies have taken over Citizens policies.
They have taken out hundreds of thousands of policies from this Citizens Property Insurance, which was created decades ago. It is not solvent, and we can't have millions of people on that.
Tonight, insurance expert Mark Friedlander from the Insurance Information Institute joins us to discuss Citizens Property Insurance. Mark, thanks so much for joining us. You say DeSantis' statement is not accurate. Why is that? Mark, we are having some audio issues with your microphone at this point. Hopefully our producers can get this fixed up. But the synopsis that you gave us earlier when we discussed this was that it's because the funding would be there. Let's try Mark one more time. Mark, can you hear us? Okay, we'll try Mark again another night, but it's a big issue that's been impacting the entire state as homeowners in Florida and renters across the state have also seen rates go up to pay for that backed insurance. Of course, we'll stay on top of this story. It continues to develop throughout this year.
All right, still ahead at 7. It is a day that comes only once every 4 years. Born on Leap Day, its quirks.
Next, we introduce you to the leap year babies who are living their lives forever young.
They call themselves leap year babies, and today is a super special day for them because it is February 29th and it is leap day. It only shows up on the calendar every 4 years.
So the leap year babies around the world are celebrating their birthdays. Thing for them. WESH News' Michelle Meredith spoke to leaplings who have thoroughly embraced the perks. I mean, she's a 20-year-old single lady, so...
Can we get a firefighter to her house for her birthday?
I love that. This year or 4 years from now, let's make it happen.
Michelle's going to make it happen every 4 years.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, I got strings. I'll pull some strings. You got connections.
Tony, take us outside.
Let's take you back outside before we get in trouble here. Right outside, little clouds, a little bit of patchy drizzle out here in the downtown area, but it's rain along the coast. Let's show you that in live radar right now, showing Volusia County. You're in it. You're getting some of that rain, and it's over A1A and I-95. It is already extended as far west now as northeastern Lake County. En route to Paisley, en route to Astor, and we'll have to wait and see if it can hold together while it continues to race quickly now off towards the west. Rain coming in over towards Port Orange, down towards the Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna Beach. Gray, damp, windy, and raw. That's what we're looking at right now. All the way down to Oak Hill, and it's picking up in intensity here just offshore. Some of this is coming ashore now into northern Brevard County. We'll watch the trend for I-95 into northern Brevard County here over the next hour to see if it's going to be able to make it that far to the west. Temps outside right now, everybody for the most part in the 60s except here for coastal Brevard County, but it's been a much cooler day today. The air is much drier north than west. Dew points around 50, whereas south and east, it's almost a 20-degree increase in the amount of moisture down there in Palm Bay with a dew point of 67 as that front has kind of crossed through the peninsula. It's going to lift back to the north overnight tonight as winds will turn around to the southeast late tonight and through the early morning hours. Tomorrow, spotty showers here off and on. Could be a bit heavier there along the coast for the next couple of hours. The 7 a.m. temperatures out the door tomorrow morning. Ocala, you're coming in at 59, DeLand 61, Claremont 62, and coastal Brevard County only dropping into the middle 60s. As we take a look now at your day planning for Friday, a lot of clouds around. Could even be some patchy fog in the morning, but notice how these temperatures jump up. Remember that front's going back to the north. We get back into the warm sector, and there will be some spotty showers throughout the course of the afternoon. DeLand, a lot of clouds around, a couple sprinkles here, off and on throughout the afternoon, with periods of off and on showers and thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts here, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch up north on the GFS. Heavier amounts there on the Euro. We just showed you our Futurecast model. That has the heavier swath of rain just north of the Orlando area. So we'll keep you posted on that over the next 24 to 48 hours. Monster Jam this weekend. Just watch for those late evening thunder showers. And then as we get you into early next week, there's another front here. Stalls out. And then the long range pattern has us drying out and really heating up towards the end of next weekend. Let's put it all together here now for you. Right around 80 through the middle of next week with periods of off and on rain and even the chance for some thunderstorms late Saturday evening, guys.
A great thing to do in your retirement. All right, more local live late breaking news tonight at 10 and 11.
WESH 2's Summer Knowles is joining us with what we're working on. Hey guys. Oh, we can take it. All right.
Tonight, a blessing in our backpack. Our Gail Pascal Brown is hosting an event aimed at making sure more families have food on their tables. Plus, investigators continue to search for clues in the disappearance of a 13-year-old girl and how her stepfather could be connected. And a woman is behind bars accused of stabbing her girlfriend to death after a fight.
All right, that'll do us for now. Join us again at 18 and 11 o'clock right here on WESH 2.
The news is always on at WESH.com with WESH 2 News. Great night.
Thank you for watching WESH 2 News. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app and stream for free on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, iOS, and Android mobile devices.